Hello, today we're going to demonstrate the QAR, the Quadient Archive and Retrieval product. We have archived some documents out there that are line data reports, and now we're going to go out and retrieve those. So we're going to go ahead here and do a log in to the QAR system with the web-based client. And when I come in, you will see over here on the left the last 10 report searches that this user had been using. I'm going to go ahead and select the loan delinquency report, and it's going to come up here now with a bunch of searches, indexing criteria or search capabilities. I've got some preloaded information in there that can't be modified. You can also have it set up where you can modify it and still preset information in there and give the user other options as well as to do their searches. They can also do save searches here as well. We're going to go ahead and search with what we've got there, and it's going to come back with a report that it pulled back, and it's broken down into 100-page segments. So we're going to go ahead and open up the first segment here, and it's going to open up a separate window when it does this. And the document's going to come back, and we're going to see the different columns in this document itself. So I've got different columns for loan number, customer name, and all of this. And, it's typical line data report. I can go out and, I can page down through the document with the tab here. I can go to the end. I can go back to the beginning. I can go to a particular page number if I know the page number. I can also, go out here and change the zoom setting as well. So I can look at the zoom, where things are at. Right now it's set for 80, which that's given us what we're looking for. So we'll say okay on that. But now then I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go ahead and do a search. So I can do a search in this report and say I want to look for Abbott. And I'll do a find. And when I do that find, it's going to go out and find the first one and highlight it. Well, I can go up here. I can go backwards or forward. So I'm going to go forward here. And it found the next one. And I can go down through and just go down through the report and find each one to see which one I'm looking for. Another way to do this is I can do some basic report mining and pull out all of the Abbotts. So let's go out and find all of them. And what this does is it brings me back a subset here. If you look here, it went out and found 115 matches. And it gives me that information that I can copy this text out of this window and put it into a spreadsheet or put it into a Word document. But also to point out here is that it has a couple columns here at the beginning. The first column is telling me what page it found it on. The second column is telling me what row it found it in. So if you look here, I'm on page 1 right now. If I click on the double click on this 11 here, if you noticed, it went to page 11 and it went to the 12th line of this report and highlighted that out. So a quick way of getting around in the document and getting what you want. You've got a preview of it. Now I can go into the document exactly and see where that's at. So I can go ahead and cancel out of that. I can also set up logical views of a document. I can change, the amplification. I said magnification. As we get older, some of us need to have it in bigger type. Doesn't change the document, just changes the view of the document. Well, I can also do other views as well. Say there's a person that we have, an employee that's working on, a loan delinquency report, and they just need to see the 60-day version of it. All they need to see is the loan number and the loan amount. So I'll click on this here, and when it comes back, it changed the magnification. And it also just put certain columns that this person can see. And that can be their default. That could be their only view. So they can't see the other, views of this document, the other columns. So, that's one way to do that. The other thing that that can be done with this as well is I can also go back to some of the olden days when we used to have reports printed out in a green bar format. So I can actually have the lines to be able to help, line up what I'm looking for across the page on this. But not only can we do the green bar, we can now put it in a pink, we can put it in a peach, we can put red, orange. You can select a variety of different colors for these bars now. It doesn't have to be green bar anymore. So that gives you some capability that you can do with your line data reports on this. Now then, when I come back out of here, Some other things to note on the list here is I see some bullseye targets and some yellow markings. The bullseye targets tell me I've got holds on those documents. So there's been some type of a hold because of legal action, or for some reason I need to put a hold. I don't want this document deleted. And as long as that hold's there, QAR will not get rid of that document. And the yellow one is indicating I have some type of an annotation on that document. So that gives you an idea of how QAR can go out and retrieve a line data type report and go in and some of the capabilities of that line data report. Thank you and have a great day.